What's up? Of course, it's your boy Richie Rich at Consumer Appliance Support. Man, you know we review appliances. Today we're going to focus on loading your dishwasher, adding rinse agent, and of course putting the proper amount of detergent inside of your dishwasher so that it can wash your dishes and your dishes can come out spotless and clean. Alright, so let's dive into this video real quick. First thing that we're going to talk about is loading your dishwasher. All right, it's essential that you load your dishwasher properly. You want to make sure that there's space in between each dish. You want to make sure that the water is able to circulate, be able to hit these dishes, cleanse these dishes. If you try to pack stuff on top of the dishes inside your dishwasher, making it difficult for the water to circulate, it's not going to get clean. All right, so these are a couple things that you can focus on. Let me go back here. When you're looking at your utensils, I do have the knife in the upward position, which is perfectly fine. You just want to be careful how you load it, but at the same time as you load it, you want to make sure it's in the upward position because you don't want to damage your silverware basket and puncture a hole inside of it. Then of course you're going to need a new basket, but you do want to also rinse your dishes off before you put them in there. It's essential that you rinse your dishes off. I get it, it's a dishwasher. I've been hearing it for the last 20 years. Why do I got to wash my dishes and I have a dishwasher? It's not that you're washing your dishes, you just want to make sure that whatever stain is on it, it's not hard for the dishwasher to get it off. Remember, if it's difficult for you to get it off because you can't scrub it off, it's been sitting there for a while, it's going to be hard for the dishwasher to clean it. The only thing that the dishwasher does is circulate hot water to clean your dishes, and a combination of the chemical of the soap that's inside of it as well. But majority of the time, it's just circulating hot water, so you want to be careful when you do that. All right, so rinsing off your dishwasher your dishes is essential to make sure that it's cleaned properly, and of course allowing your utensils to be put in the upward position. And don't worry about that fork, I get it, I didn't rinse it off myself, but just for the sake of this video and how to use it, we recommend that you also do so. If you look on the top as well, everything is spaced out. This dishwasher is not that big, it's an older dishwasher, but at the same time everything is still spaced out so that the water can circulate and clean your dishes properly. And you can see majority of the stuff is plastic. All right, so you want to put your plastic components on the top rack. You don't really want to put them on the bottom. You can see I got different Slurpee cups and big gulp and McDonald's cups. I got all different types of cups in here. But the reason why I say that is your dishwasher have a heating element at the bottom. So that heating element is going to melt the plastic. So it can melt your plastic, and the plastic can hit the heating element here, create a burning smell. Then you're going to be calling your electrician saying that you have like an electrical smell, something is burning. And then most of the times it's because some plastic fork or some type of plastic cover falls on top of the heating element, and then of course you're having the issue that you have. So that's why we say put it on top, because you don't want it to absorb it, you don't want it to damage your plastic components. All right, so this is your filter, and of course you want to rinse your dishes off because it's beneficial to your dishwasher. It clogs up your drain if you don't. I gotta remember to tell you guys that. It also damages your motor, right? So it could affect the wash performance. The circulation could be real slow because the RPMs are slower because your motor has a lot of stuff built up inside of it. So you want to make sure you rinse your dishes off. I'm not saying rinse them off spotless with nothing on it, but you want to make sure you get it as much off as possible. That will also help with your dishwasher. All right, so as you see, the lowest spray arm there as well, that's the bottom one. You have one in the middle. You want to make sure that's able to spin, right? So you don't want to put anything in the top that's blocking it, causing the unit not to spin, giving you more issues. All right, so you want to be able to circulate. Same thing for the small one up top. That's the upper spray arm, so you want to have that spinning as well. And then if you, of course, we mentioned the one at the bottom, underneath the lower rack, you want to make sure that is spinning properly as well. If those are not spinning, it's not cleaning. And you also want to make sure that they're not clogged up. All right, so if you want to be able to take them apart, some of them you can take apart. You want to be able to use something small to clean the inside of them out. All right, let's get into the drying portion. Let's see how we make our dishes dry, right? It says power dry cascade rinse aid. So you can use different one. You have jet dry that you can use. It shines, it dries, and prevents spots. One of the biggest issues that allows spots to be on your dishes is because you're not using rinse aid. All right, the rinse aid is like a wax, right? So instead of the water sitting on the dishes, it runs right off. Right, so that doesn't create the white spots that you see when the dishwasher is trying to dry the dishes. Now, this is how when you need to know you need to add rinse aid. Some dishwashers are smart enough to let you know you need to add it. So there's an LED to light up to let you know that. With this particular model, it doesn't. It's like an oil gauge. Right now, it looks clear. There's nothing in it. I need rinse aid in this dishwasher. All right, so I'm going to add some, show you guys how to do it. You twist the cap, and you want to make sure you put that cap back on. A lot of the times, that cap falls down into where the heating element is, and it starts to burn, and of course it leaks out a lot more of the rinse aid detergent than needs be. But I want you guys to look. There's different numbers. You can see the dial 1, 2, 3, 4. You can change those dials depending on how much you think it's coming out. Again, 4 being the max and 1 being the min. All right, so you want to be able to use that. Easy to turn too, so that's something that you can see there with the numbers and the dials. All right, so I'm going to turn it back to 2, and then I'm just going to add some of the rinse aid that you can see there when we're talking about this particular video. All right, so as you add it, it's going to adapt to the color of the rinse aid. So this is going to change from clear when it's going to add some. All right, so there's levels to it. All right, good. There you go. So you're starting to see it going in. It's starting to fill up. And as you do it, you don't have to do it every time. Again, just check the gauge. In order to check the gauge, you can open up the door on this particular model and allow the door to sit back and rest. Then you're able to see how much is needed if you need to add it. And you also need to clean it up. Right, rinse aid is extremely soapy. It can cause your unit to leak and have a whole bunch of soap suds and all these different type of things as well. All right, next component is adding the detergent. You do have two components here that you can use: the pre-wash or your main wash. I normally just go directly to the main wash. I don't want to overfill the dishwasher with any soap. Too much soap will cause it to leak. For that's one. If you look at the compartment, it's not that deep. So I don't use the tablets in this particular one. If I do, I just throw it in at the bottom of the dishwasher, at the bottom where the lower rack is. Just throw it on the base or the cabinet of the dishwasher, and that's it. Everything else will work just fine. But for this particular model, I'm just going to add in the main or use powder or liquid. All right, and the main reason why we say that is because there's times that compartment damage. The soap dispenser can open inconsistently, or it can actually break because of you're using the tablets, because it's not big, it's not small enough to fit in there. The compartment is not big enough. So if you look, there's several holes that you see there. As the water hits the door, it goes in between those two holes, and what it does, it allows the soap, the tablets to get wet if it's in plastic. And what happens is the plastic sticks to the door, and when the door is trying to open up one way, the plastic pulls it back. All right, because it's sticky, it's hard to open. So you're going to have a dishwasher where the soap dispenser does not open consistently, and that's something that you got to think about, and that's something that you got to look at. All right, on this particular model, only 3 cycles. I normally use normal. Sometimes I use the high temperature wash because I want the dishes to be clean. I want the water to be hotter. But when you make these options, it's going to allow your dishwasher to run that much longer. Right, so you got to think about these things as well. All right, so the hotter the dishes, the cleaner the water. All right, so you want to make sure that happens as well. All right, so outside of that, man, that is it. I'm your boy Richie Rich at Consumer Prime Support. You already know, man. You help me, I help you. We both help each other. Till next time, I'm out of here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I'm out. Peace.